Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 756th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 433,840 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 450 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 4 tanks, 16 armored combat vehicles, 26 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 10 drones, 44 vehicles and 3 pieces of special equipment. Lithuania and Finland has allocated €35 million and €30 million to procure ammunition for Ukraine within the Czech initiative. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 67 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 2 missile and 54 air strikes, carried out 41 multiple launch. The Ukrainian Air Force launched air strikes on 10 concentrations of troops, weapons and military equipment of the occupiers. The Ukrainian missile forces hit 1 ammunition depots of the Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports Russian forces in eastern Ukraine are making slow progress in Donetsk Oblast. They are trying to take control of villages northwest of Donetsk city. Recent advances have been sluggish, possibly due to heavy losses in the Avdiivka area. Ukraine's lack of soldiers and ammunition makes it difficult for them to defend their positions. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Several Russian financial, economic, and military indicators suggest that Russia is preparing for a large-scale conventional conflict with NATO, not imminently but likely on a shorter timeline than what some Western analysts have initially posited. The Russian military continues to undertake structural reforms to simultaneously support the war in Ukraine while expanding Russia's conventional capabilities in the long term in preparation for a potential future large-scale conflict with NATO. GUR reportedly conducted a drone strike against a Russian air base in Saratov Oblast on March 20 amid further indications that Ukrainian drone strikes within Russia are achieving limited asymmetric effects against Russian military assets and economic output. The Russian military continues to train drone operators for operations in Ukraine. Kremlin-affiliated actors in the pro-Russian Moldovan autonomous region of Gagauzia are invoking narratives that mirror previous Russian claims about Ukraine in the years leading up to Russia's 2022 full-scale invasion of Ukraine, likely as part of the Kremlin's wider hybrid efforts to destabilize Moldova. Russian forces recently made confirmed advances near Kreminna and Donetsk city. In Zelensky's nightly address, he started by talking about reports by the Commander-in-Chief and Chief of the General Staff on the situation and planned steps. Zelensky had a conversation with the Prime Minister of India and invited India to participate in the first Global Peace Summit, which is the essence of our peace formula. Several international meetings took place in Kiev, including with the Minister of Defense of the Netherlands and the National Security Advisor to the President of the United States. He discussed ways to increase the capabilities of our army and protect our cities and villages from Russian terror. He also took part in the Summit for Democracy in Korea, where democratic leaders came together to discuss the world today. Kharkiv and the region have been subject to brutal Russian attacks for more than 2 years now. 5 people were killed by a Russian missile in Kharkiv today, and every wounded person is being provided with the necessary assistance. I am grateful to everyone who protects normal life in our cities and villages, and to everyone who fights for Ukraine. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.